Look at Mogwai. Mogwai went hand. I made it to top 1000 thinking the season was over with my fucking 20-point fucking shiny. Don't you tell me not to rage, lol, Czech Republic, when you're not even a pro ladder player. Poker's disabled? It's not disabled. Alright, boys. Now there will be Gwen, but we need to talk first. So as you guys noticed, there is some drama going around Gwent currently. First it started with a streamer called some JJPasak or something shit that decided to make a fun comment on Reddit. Yes, today is my Reddit birthday, by the way, if you guys didn't know.
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yes, you are tearing me apart, Lisa. What have I done? What have I done? God damn it! Where is my comments? My deleted comments. Well, I'm not gonna find my deleted comments. Whatever. Basically, I didn't do nothing wrong. Basically, I was like, where is Retas to give us vague responses without any actual proof? It got deleted. Then Merchant, someone of course posted in his chat. Merchant made a statement that it's a censorship, that the comment wasn't hateful, which it wasn't. It was critique, it was satiric critique, and he said that in case if they delete such comment, then they should delete all the comments where they called streamers shilling for CDPR because they get benefits off of it, which they didn't, which means that the Reddit mods were inconsistent. Which obviously Merchant's comment made it to the Reddit, because people posted on Reddit, and then another drama came. Everyone was discussing it, Petrify went there and shit, and everyone got a little bit worked up. And then obviously CDPR decided to move the end of season by 2 days, about half hour before the season's end, which is kinda ridiculous, and that basically means that Gwent Reddit is now super GG quit streaming, super GG stop streaming, why don't you just end season today, dear CDPR, please hire someone sufficient online multiplayer experience, give people their end of season rewards, stay ready in the next hours days, and how you lose more people. Half an hour until the season ends, psh, y'all need to focus on what really counts, look at top 1000 for people who were in it at the original season and bring back the long cool names. Basically just full on critique. I assume this is not me. It's probably the German version of me.
I want to whip Forza in real life.
Alright. I'm happy to know that, Super JJ. So, what does this mean? We'll get to this. So, CDPR. CDPR is currently repeating mistakes. The announcement of the end of the season happened before, which was in the closed beta, where CDPR unofficially told us players that it would be announced 1 or 2 months, I'm not sure which one it was, prior before it ends. And they announced it 3 days prior instead of 1 or 2 months. So everyone suddenly started grinding last few days, which was kinda ridiculous. So this was a mistake that happened before, people were already mad about it, and now they did it again. The next thing that we already were raging about was that CDPR pushes patches full of bugs or big unbalance without properly testing it. That's also what happens, that's why we're in this shit show in the first place, right? Therefore, CDPR's what do you call it, slogan that we learn from our mistakes is obviously wrong, because they don't, because they repeat the same mistakes over and over. It is not that hard to not make those mistakes. Like, for example, with the new patch, the PTR was 1 day long, right? Like, why not just make it 1 week long? I'm sure the balance would be way better if they made it 1 week long. Or what was the other thing? Oh, right, the announcing before, or how to salvage these situations. They can literally just make a fucking straw poll on their page and let fucking community decide what to do. Either the community decides, alright, it will be postponed, or the community decides, alright, let's just have a 2 days break before the patch gets solved, before we start the next season, or people decide that just end it here and let's just start with the broken patch immediately and let's hope it gets fixed soon. Like, it's simple like that, right? Don't make a fucking decision to postpone the season where you get fucking rewards for a certain position till top 1000 half a fucking hour before it ends. Like, Sir Pumpkin was super mad about it. I actually saw him, he was streaming this morning already. He streamed for like 12 hours just to grind to the top ranks with a delay, with no mic. And then he finds out about this, so he's probably pretty mad. So basically, kinda, we all get back to all the things I usually say I get hated for, because I'm honest, I'm smart, I usually point out things that are wrong with things way before the majority of people notice, because that shows how smart people are. They usually kind of see in the future. Do I feel satisfaction? I do. Did my ego grow? It did. But, big but. So what now? We have meme CDPR that game, as we can see, for example, how is Gwent actually performing throughout the other games? Well, this is awkward, isn't it? Gwent. That's pretty bad, if you ask me. This is the definition of that game. Why is this? Well, it's not. It's pure communication. CDPR does respond, but it doesn't listen. They make the mistakes. Instead of asking, how do we solve this situation, they just solve it the worst way possible, and they just give us the result, and then they just apologize to us. That's not really the way you should make this shit, right? The second thing is that CDPR promoted just very few streams. They promoted Swim, they promoted Sir Pumpkin, and when these people, they promoted Life Coach Super JJ. When these people don't stream, well then Gwent is dead, because people don't know about other streamers, because only these big get supported. Instead of CDPR, what they could be doing, for example, they could every day introduce a Gwent streamer on their page. Every day a different streamer. Just give every single streamer a chance. And either they'll, and by their page I mean they could do it on Twitter, for example. If they do that, these 10 viewer streamers can become 100 viewer streamers. These 100 viewer streamers can become 250 100 viewers, right? So you can completely increase the viewership like that. It's really not that difficult. Just don't, like, if you send, I just so you understand, if you send all your viewers to Swim every time, what happens? Well, you have like 40,000 people watching your challenger, right? You send it all to Swim, what happens? 3,000 people stay. Why? Because 3,000 people like Swim. They like his personality, they like his stream and entertainership, they like it. The other 37,000, they don't like it. What do the 37,000 do? They just leave. But out of those 37,000, maybe 20,000 would still watch Gwent. They just need to find a streamer that they like, with a different personality, right? So if you actually promote all the streamers, you manage to make a spectrum of all personalities, therefore every single viewer finds what he's looking for. Instead of just giving you Swim. And that's not a hate on Swim. He still entertains the most people in that community, but he can't entertain all of them, because not everyone that likes Swim's entertainership. It's not that difficult to understand. So what now? That's the question, right? Gwent is literally the definition of a dead game now. It is dead game now. It doesn't mean it has to stay dead, but it means that things have to change. And to be completely honest with you guys, this shit show that's happening on Reddit, that's happening on Twitter, that's happening between all pro players like Sir Pumpkin, Super JJPasak, all this compilation merchant, I believe Mega Mogwai commented on it too. All of this that's happening is the best thing that could happen to CDPR. I'm not even kidding. You might say, are you fucking insane? No, I'm not. Because all these issues are in this game for the last year. It's not like all these issues just came out of fucking nowhere. These issues are in Gwent for a fucking year. They just weren't in such huge example so everyone would notice. And because all these issues are in Gwent for a year, that's why the Gwent is not growing. Because those people who see those issues, who get triggered by those issues, just don't play Gwent. When they complain about it, then they are a minority and they get told it's in open beta, you just have to wait, be patient, CDPR communicates with us, etc, etc. They just get like, just fuck off, dude, Gwent is great. Now, for the first time, the majority complains instead of just minority. I was in that minority for a long time, Petrify was in that minority for a long time, slowly others joined, right? This is the best thing that can happen to CDPR, because now they can finally act, and they have to act. How do they have to act? Well, it's very simple. A, they do need a better fucking game lead developer, because Retas is underperforming, and that's the nicest way I can put it. He is highly underperforming. I have no fucking clue how CDPR chose him as their lead game developer. I have no fucking idea. Well, I assume it's some family firm kind of business where he's friend of someone in CDPR, so they put him in even though his skill lacks. I mean, what do I know? Maybe Retas has some huge experience in single player lead developer, as a lead developer in single player games. And maybe he's really fucking good at it, but obviously that's completely different fucking sport than multiplayer CCG game, right? So it doesn't really matter how good he is at that. What we should be watching is his performance in Gwent, and his performance in Gwent was lacking hard for a long time. That needs to change. What else needs to change? Well, CDPR needs to hire new people. And they need to hire people that are... Ideally, they should hire people that were in the majority before it became... That were in the minority before it became majority. Me, I would be a great employee of CDPR. I'm not saying that I would join it even if I got the offer, which I'm obviously not gonna get it. Because CDPR thinks I hate them or whatever. But they could hire multiple people from the minority that noticed all these issues before they became so obvious and help them out with it. Because the current team can't do it. It's not like only Retas is at fault. He's the lead game developer, he has the last say, but there is still... There is still a whole...
Why not? No, I can't. Anyway, how is your sex life?
Anyway, how's your sex life, chat? Obviously, he has a whole team underneath him that's working underneath him that's obviously underperforming as well. So they need some people that are...
I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
You're tearing me apart, CDPR. So they should hire new people. They should hire people that proved to be right multiple times before. And then they can change things. What they have still good, they have good PR. That never changed. PR is amazing in Gwent. The graphics, the fucking artwork, the menu, the... Like, all of this shit is amazing in Gwent. Oh, you guys can't actually see, like, the fucking card artwork, the menu, how it's built, like, all of this shit is amazing in Gwent. They don't need to check shit about this. Like, this is great. We all know that, like, this shit is just fucking awesome, right? There is nothing to change about that. PR doesn't have to change. What has to change, mostly, are the executive decisions. Another example. CDPR, like, how much is the tour? I think in total it's $1 million that's currently in this fucking tour, right? In this Clown Fiesta. I think it's $1 million in total. Which is ridiculous, because you're just pumping $1 million into 8 players. Which is just stupid, because obviously those 8 players will probably be happy, but every single competitive player that's like 20 to 30 players that are not that far behind the top 8 players are just gonna be completely pissed off, like me.
I cannot tell you, it's confidential.
Oh, come on, why not?
No,
They
I
did-
can't. Anyway, how is your sex life?
They did change it in the last change when they made the qualifier for 200 people. That was a great decision. It was definitely a great decision, but they shouldn't have made this whole fucking system without consulting it with fucking anyone and sign it that it's gonna happen for 2 fucking years till 2019 where the tour finally ends. That's just ridiculous. Why would they do that? It's just terrible executive decisions by Gwent. The streams are badly made. Like, they need to change that too. There shouldn't be a fucking slow mode, there shouldn't be a R9K mode, there should be emotes that are widely used on Twitch like Monka S and stuff like that, so people can enjoy the streams more. All of this shit just needs to happen. Like, you don't want to limit your users. Obviously, Gwent is supposed to be more refined and more adult compared to Hearthstone, but you still want people to feel free to do what they want, except unless it's some racist shit and fucking Nazi shit, obviously. Like, you don't want that, you do ban those people, but you don't want to limit your users. Or you want to limit your users as least as possible. That needs to happen. CDPR needs to promote other streamers than just the biggest streamers. They have to do that. If they don't, it's just gonna keep dying. They need decisions to be made way better. I'm saying change the lead game developer. Like, Retas, thanks for nothing, I guess. It's time to go. Like, coin flip wasn't fixed. It's supposed to be fixed for a fucking year. It's not. Shut the fuck up, 0H. It was said that they're looking into it and shit. There were like 100 fucking solutions for it. 5 of them were actually good. Nothing ever changed. What was said by CDPR, instead of fixing coin flip, we are making the game around the coin flip so last say doesn't matter. Which is fucking retarded. Because last say is one of the fucking mechanics in Gwent, right? If it's one of the fucking mechanics in the Gwent, you can't just build cards so it doesn't matter. Like, what is the point of fucking spies if you make last say not matter? There is no fucking point anymore. That's just retarded. The coin flip not getting fixed is retarded. Getting a reconnect option after 1.5 fucking years is retarded. Not having a spectate mode after 1.5 years is retarded. There is nothing like to... no arguments for this at all. Having a fucking patch full of fucking bugs where you can see ambush cards, where you can hear your opponent's shit, where you can crash game with fucking Dijkstra, and having that shit online for a fucking week is just ridiculous.
You're lying. I never hit you.
That's just
You gotta
ridiculous.
tell me
That can't
the
happen.
police are.
That can't happen in a fucking multiplayer game. Respectively, it should not fucking happen in a game that has a $1 million fucking prize pool. How can you release a patch this broken in a game where you play for $1 million? Hello? Holy fucking shit. You can't have that. So yeah. CDPR, if you watch this video, this is your fucking chance. And I'm not even kidding, this is your last fucking chance. this all shit is a blessing for you. Don't do damage control. There is no time for damage control. You fucking step up. This time you don't use Burza as your fucking speaker. I want your fucking developer team, the one that actually caused, that is actually behind most of this shit, namely Retas, who is the fucking executive of this whole team, to step up, go on a fucking Reddit, fucking apologize for your shit, and fucking tell that things are gonna be different, that you are making fucking huge changes that will prevent all of this shit from happening in the future. Because if you don't, you might damage control this. You might all this hate go away. You might give free kicks to everyone to make them shut up. But all of this will repeat again. And when it repeats again, your player base is gonna be like half. And when it repeats again, it's gonna be like half again. And eventually Artifact will come out and everyone from Gwent will go to Artifact. Because I will. Currently, if the Gwent will continue like this, I will move to Artifact. I will move to MTG Arena. I will move to whatever will be available. And I think most of my viewers too. This is your chance, CDPR. This is your last fucking chance. So take this as a blessing. Step the fuck up. Apologize to the fucking community. And make some major fucking changes in your fucking team. So this shit doesn't happen again. No more fucking, we are in open beta, please be patient. No more fucking, we will learn from our mistakes. No more of that shit. You're done with that shit. These excuses worked in closed beta, they worked for a few months in open beta. Not anymore. These excuses won't work anymore. It's too late for that shit. So yeah, let's see how CDPR responds to all of this shit. This is gonna be really fucking important. Clap, thank you for the claps. JJ for president. So yeah, that's where we are right now. That's where we are for a long time. And we need a big fucking change to stop this.